A look at the Pistons starting group. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. And it's Duren in at the 5. And for Houston, Thompson is the off guard with KD at small forward. Inside, Smith and Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. Well, Coach, there's no better feeling than getting a new season underway.
That's so true. We've been waiting for a while, haven't we, B.A.? There's a lot of... excitement surrounding this season. Glad it's finally here, and I'm glad we get to be on the call.
Duren, no good. And so Durant will bring it up for Houston. Van Vliet with it. And it's Ivy picking him up. Durant, the pass to Smith. 3. Corner off the mark. To the paint. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
You look at the Houston Rockets, already one of the most physically imposing teams in the league last season, and they got even bigger, signing Clint Capella, of course, the trade for Kevin Durant, and bringing back Steven Adams. They're a team that nobody looks forward to facing, guys.
Leveraging that tall timber. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And here is Thompson. Shoots. The Rockets again can't hit. Durant against Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Şengün, a screen on Cunningham. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. No good on the 3.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Shot from the top of the key. Houston with another miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Back to Ivy. Pass to Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Van Vliet. Now here's Durant, looking to end the run. Duren with a rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Cunningham finds Harris. Ivy outside. From outside the arc. Durant pulls it in.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Şengün with it. Now guarded by Duran. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Thompson outside. And here's Duran for three. Offensive rebound. And he comes up with a bucket. Cunningham's got 5 points.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Now here's Van Vliet. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Thompson. Şengün, a screen on Ivy. The three from Thompson. Duran with a rebound. And here's Detroit. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Got a piece of it. Şengün with a steal. Harris against Smith. Over Harris. Smith no good.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
They grab their own miss. Duran with the bucket.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Houston with another miss. Detroit leading by 10. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Jalen Duran is second.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Rockets trail by 12. Van Vliet outside. The three. And there's Thompson on the assist by Van Vliet.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Harris outside. There's Cunningham with a three. Thompson pulls it in. Houston has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Durant pass to Smith. Off target from outside. And here's Detroit. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Thompson. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Grant, is it fair to call Kevin Durant one of the most unique players we've ever seen?
Without a doubt, B.A., most definitely. The blend of size and perimeter skill, unprecedented. KD able to rise up and score over most any defender. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
Pass to Smith. And here's Durant. Van Vliet right side. The three from Thompson. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Ivy with the ball. No points yet. Duran with a screen on Van Vliet. And he lobs it up. Şengün with a steal. Here's Durant. Uses the glass on the layup. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there. They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And they get it back.
And for all the attention his offense gets, never question Durant's ability at the defensive end.
The three. Sinks his 3rd bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Houston making some changes. Finney Smith's checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason comes in for Smith. And Okogie is subbed in for Amen Thompson. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Beasley comes in for Thompson. Levert's checked in for Ivy. And Sasser's subbed in for Cunningham. The Pistons leading. Beasley outside. Pass to Holland. He puts up a 3. Finney Smith pulls it in. And Houston is shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. Blocked! And so the ball out of bounds. Beasley touched it last. Holiday's checked in for Houston. Here's Holiday. Outside Finney Smith. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Detroit moving the ball around. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. Detroit shooting their 2nd attempt at the line tonight. And that one misses. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Duran, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Back to Eason. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And stolen by Durant. Now Holiday. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Floats one, and he takes it up and lays it in. And the Rockets lead by 1.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
And stolen by Durant. Here's Okogie. Here's the 3. Eason can't get it to go.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Levert. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Houston. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Yeah, they found buckets very hard to come by, and you could tell it frustrated them to no end.
Well, you have to give the defense credit for making things hard on them, but they just looked out of sync offensively.
Now here's Levert. Sasser with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. And again, no good by Detroit. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Durant. Over Beasley. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 10.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Out to Beasley. Beyond the arc. They still need this. Levert, that's good.
Yeah, that's inexcusable. I mean, the defense must push Levert farther away from the basket than that.
Durant, pass to Eason. Now here's Finney-Smith. Here's Durant, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Beasley outside. They set the screen to the inside. Outside for LeVert. From downtown. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
36 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Okogie. Let's go with a 3. Sasser with a rebound. The Pistons trailing. LeVert outside. Now Beasley. Duran with a screen on Easton. Beasley, that's good.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Durant for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. 15 points in the game. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. The Rockets on top, up 1. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. And it's Holland in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Smith with it, and it's Ivy picking him up. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And this is exactly what Smith loves to do, wreaking havoc on opposing defenses and scoring through contact.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the number 2 seed in the West, Grant.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster still very young with room to grow.
Here's Holland. And again, no good by Detroit. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Thompson finds Van Vliet. Houston working the ball around. Pass to Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Now it's a 7-point Rocket lead.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
For 3, here's Harris. The Rockets pull it in. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with a team that shouldn't be on your level.
Here's Harris after Houston's 3-pointer on the other end. Oh, there's the alley! Transit from the wing. Cunningham's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Okogie. Off the mark there with a 3. Pistons trail by 8. Cunningham, a screen on Smith. And here's Harris outside. Smith with the rebound. For Houston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Thompson finds Şengün. And the 3-pointer goes. Şengün's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And Houston making a change here. Shepard's checked in. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 11. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. The Rockets on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Count that bucket. Smith's got 11 points.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Holland. Here's Thompson. Oh, from deep. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 5th rebound of this one. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Brian, back to you.
On the rise. Allie, thanks very much for the report. And Jaden Ivey, we've seen him come a long way as a player, Coach.
Yeah, it took some time, B.A., but we're now seeing the full range of his talent. He can be a force on offense and an absolute pest on D.
Free throw good. Ivey. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds. So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Oh, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Thompson, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Houston leading by 14. Van Vliet outside. And stolen by Cunningham. Harris outside. Offline with a 3.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Ivey. Harris right side. And Harris throws it down.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Smith outside. Pass to Van Vliet. The 3 is up. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 12. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Well, he's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. For Houston, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. The rebound by Detroit. Ivey's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Back to Thompson. Oh, he tries a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 3rd assist of the night. The Rockets lead by 7. Thompson passes to Şengün. Here's Shepard. Pass to Thompson. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Houston making some changes. Finney Smith comes in for Smith, and it's Kevin Durant in for Fred VanVleet. Detroit also making some changes. Duren comes in for Holland, and it's Malik Beasley in for Thompson. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Eason's checked in for Şengün. Levert's checked in for the Pistons. Cunningham passes to Harris. It's hauled in by Houston.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Here's Shepard. Drains the triple. Shepard's got 5 now.
Shepard is good at measuring the defense. He knows his passes are coming his way if he has space to shoot.
Cunningham, left side. Back to Harris. Beasley, pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Shepard, and he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
Here's Durant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Caris LeVert.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Holiday's checked in for Amen Thompson. And a switch here also for Detroit. Sasser's checked in.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about Durant's career is his efficiency as a scorer. Given the amount of defensive attention he draws, it's quite impressive.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
And a nice finish on the layup. Shepard's got 7 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Harris finds LeVert. Misses the 3. The Rockets lead by 12. Oh, KD! Filthy!
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Pass to Beasley. Launches it. Kevin Durant with a rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Shepard. Sasser defending. Over Harris. The rebound by Beasley. Pistons trail by 14. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Oh, Harris with the block.
What a hustle play by Harris. Getting to the shot and shutting it down.
Beasley outside. Here's Sasser. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Pass to Shepard. Outside Durant. And here's Easton. And here's Shepard for 3. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. Harris outside. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. He goes up. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Out to Harris. And again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
LeVert. It's rebounded by Houston.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Pistons trail by 18. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
A Swiss Army knife talent, LeVert is very skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
Detroit shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. And Houston making a change here. Okogie's checked in. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Durant with it, and Sasser picks him up defensively. Here's Finney-Smith. Soft touch off the glass. Finney-Smith's got his second basket.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Duren, no good.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Outside Finney-Smith. The three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 17. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the Rockets shooting about 43% on this one. Three-pointer, Holiday. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for three.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. That free throw misses. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Here's Durant. There's the three. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Houston Rockets. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Welcome to halftime. And guys, so far the game has belonged to Kevin Durant.
Yeah, we've said it before. When KD's in rhythm, there's really no answer. He can shoot over anyone and from anywhere, Ernie.
Amazing what he's done in only one half of play here. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
Checking out the Pistons, great start to the year. They came in prepared both mentally and with the game plan.
Yeah, winning the first two games of the season would give them a huge confidence boost. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Van Vliet runs the show with Thompson to his side. KD and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. And it's Şengün in at the 5. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Oh, showing some ferocity off the drive. Smith Jr., a promising sign of things to come.
Now here's Duren. They get it again, and Cunningham throws it down.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
The three, Smith. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 9 rebounds now. Cunningham against Van Vliet. Cunningham passes to Duren. Off target from three-point range.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Ivy outside. Pass to Harris. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Cunningham outside. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Now here's Durant. He's got 21. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, we talk about the value of size out of the backcourt, and that sequence by Thompson is a great example.
Back to Ivy. Launches it from deep. Rockets with a rebound. Durant's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Smith. The 3 is up. The shot off that time. Thompson passes to Ivy. With the floater.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Inside. And stolen by Cunningham. For 3, here's Harris. That shot missing.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The top pick in his draft, Cade Cunningham, was brought in to turn the Pistons around, Coach.
Well, absolutely, B.A., but people got frustrated that it didn't happen right away. But after some good personal years, but not so good for the team, B.A. Cade led the Pistons to the playoffs last year.
And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. #1, Houston.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Now here's Thompson. 9 points in the game. Cunningham outside. No good from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Smith passes to Durant. Now here's Şengün, covered by Duren. Pass to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. The Pistons clear it. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Ivy outside. Launches the 3. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 19. Outside Durant. Going inside. The kick out to Van Vliet. And a miss there on the triple. Detroit has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. Durant with it. Now guarded by Harris. Şengün passes to Smith. Durant for 3. And Ivy pulls it down. Ivy's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Harris's shot is good.
Well, I like seeing Harris be aggressive inside. He's more than capable of making you pay from that.
Now here's Van Vliet. No points so far. Şengün finds Durant. Shoots over Thompson. Houston with another miss. Pistons trail by 17. Duren, the pass to Cunningham. Back to Duren. And here's Thompson for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Smith with a screen on Harris. Here's Durant. Offensive board. And the slam dunk by Thompson. That gives him a double-double in this one.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Back to Cunningham. Lets it fly. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And the shot's good. And so Durant will bring it up for the Rockets. 19-point game. Puts up a 3. Van Vliet misses.
That's the look you want. Gotta be disappointed coming up empty.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Kevin Durant talked about the key to his longevity. And he said just being enthusiastic about the game every day and wanting to get better, that forces you to get in the gym. What you do the most is what you're going to be best at. And if you don't use it, you'll lose it. That's how I look at it. Back to you.
The love for the game. Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Durant. He's got 21. Houston working the ball around. The jump hook. Detroit with a rebound. Ivy outside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Van Vliet outside. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, he's still looking for his first bucket. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And here's Duren for three. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Şengün a screen on Harris. And here's Thompson for three. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Rockets lead by 21.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Here's Duren. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Houston making some changes. Finney Smith checked in for Smith. Okogie comes in for Durant. And it's Shepard in for Van Vliet. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons. Ivy outside. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Sinks it from distance. Thompson's got 12.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
Pass to Shepard. 4-3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
Outside, Finney Smith. Three-pointer. Detroit with a rebound. Duren finds Thompson. Here's Holland. Here's Duren. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. There's Cunningham with a three.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Thompson passes to Şengün, and there's the rejection.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duren sure knows how to use those long arms of his. Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 14. And here's the fast break. Here's Shepard, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepard play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
The first free throw is good. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Detroit also making some changes. Beasley's checked in for Duren. Karis LeVert comes in for Ivy. And Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. Both good from the line that time. And the Pistons shooting just around 32% from the field. Pass to Holland. 1:49 left in the third quarter. And here's LeVert for three. Pure from three-point range. LeVert's got his second bucket on the night.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Thompson goes in. Here's Eason. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Throws it up high. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Pass to Beasley. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Beasley's got 5.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Here's Şengün. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Holland. Thompson outside. Sasser. Three-pointer, no good. Houston leading by 20. Down low. Tipped. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Holland. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Sasser outside. From deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to Thompson. Takes the three. No good on the shot. And so it's the Houston Rockets ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Pistons trail by 20, setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris out there with Holland. Then there's Marcus Sasser, and it's LeVert in at the 2.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Finney-Smith passes to Smith. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Beasley misses.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Here's Van Vliet. Sweet little floater. Van Vliet's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, what a touch on the shot from Van Vliet. Just easing it into the hoop.
LeVert outside. Pass to Harris. Beasley outside. This one for 3. And again, no good by Detroit.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively. And that's having a ripple effect.
Holiday finds Van Vliet. Finney-Smith up top. And it's all from three-point range.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Puts it up. And again, no good by Detroit. Houston leading by 22. Oh, stolen by Harris. Ooh, stolen by Smith. To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Okogie's checked in for the Rockets. Detroit also making some changes. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Holland. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, B.A. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Here's Harris. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
This is Harris putting his physicality to good use, making sure he gets some contact inside and draws the whistle.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Well, one thing you notice about Tobias Harris, he is a worker, a true professional who just wants to do the best job he can for his team, and we've seen the results over the year.
And Harris drops them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside Finney-Smith. Outside Holiday. And stolen by Cunningham. Down low. Poke loose. It's stolen by Holiday. Finney-Smith passes to Van Vliet. All right, Grant, as someone who played for and managed the U.S. men's national team, give us your all-time starting 5.
And, I think I'll go with 2 of the program's all-time leading scorers, Kevin Durant and Carmelo Anthony. And finally, you have to have Kobe Bryant because of just how he reset the culture in 2008.
Now here's Finney Smith. A nice shot by Smith.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Duren. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. And it's 6 points for Jalen Duren.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Van Vliet, the pass to Finney Smith. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And Houston making a change here. Durant's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Ivy's checked in for Beasley. And the free throw, no good. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Cunningham with the ball. Guarded now by Finney Smith. Cunningham passes to Harris. And here's Ivy from the arc. Durant pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 23. And he's going for the oop here. And the Pistons pushing it up now. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Finney Smith. Houston with another miss. Pistons trail by 21. Harris passes to Cunningham. Harris against Smith. Fires the three. Rebound by Van Vliet.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Here's Durant. No good. In and out off the rim. And the Pistons shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Ivy outside. Lets it go.
And after just a fantastic first half, he's really having trouble finding that shooting stroke.
Harris passes to Cunningham. Back to Harris. Duren with a screen on Van Vliet. Lets it go from the wing. And he jams it home with authority.
This is all you can do if you're the defense. LeVert is excellent at gutting his way through physical coverage.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Halper and Şengün's checked in for Finney Smith. And a switch here also for Detroit. Thompson's checked in. Pass to Okogie. Van Vliet outside. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
It's Durant with a drive.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense is all about getting buckets, no distractions.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And he's going for the lob. Şengün with a steal. Duren with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. Blocked!
Oh, eager to make a defensive impact. Smith gets after it to find the denial.
And then Thompson's checked in for the Rockets. There's Cunningham with a three. Harris finds Duren. And he banks in the layup. 8 points for Jalen Duren.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet up top. Over Ivy. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Yeah, the extra hustle paying off there for KD. That's an easy board with his length.
Harris with it, guarded by Smith. Harris misses.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Cunningham. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Inside. It's tipped.
And Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
Detroit with the ball. Ivy passes to Duren. Now here's Cunningham. Shoots over Thompson, and it's Cunningham missing.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Duren. Takes a three. Here's Cunningham. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Yeah, he was going up to get that rebound. Cunningham creating a second chance opportunity.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Van Vliet missing again. Pistons trail by 21. Duren finds Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Duren. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. For three, here's Harris. It's hauled in by Houston. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see.
And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. Cunningham outside. Buries it from three. Cunningham's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Thompson passes to Durant. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, Thompson with the block. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
And here's Cunningham outside. Rockets with a rebound. Thompson's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Şengün. Now Durant. He's watched by Cunningham. Out to Thompson from behind the arc. Shot clock at 6. Here's Şengün. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 7th assist here tonight. And Detroit is shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Cunningham's got 23 points.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Rockets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Kevin Durant.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Van Vliet scanning the floor, and they get it back.
Well, that's been the story here. A lot of lucky bounces going their way to give them extra possessions.
And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're...
All right, thanks, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. For Stan.